We back. We back in a major way. LQ, everything good on your end, bruh?
Yeah, man, we looking good, sounding good, feeling good, man. I'm in the flex and I'm at the 3 spot. So we about to see who I'm about to pop off with.
Bet. Well, before we get into the mock, if you didn't see the link to the mock, I just dropped it. We're gonna be mocking in about give us like 34 minutes. We got 4 spots left in the mock draft. Head over there. But we gotta talk about it. One of the unexpected things that happened this offseason. We saw Jonnu Smith traded. And we're like, who's going to be the tight end one for this Dolphins team? Obviously, decent look, I think, for all parties involved when it comes to Steelers getting what they need, Dolphins getting what they need in the secondary there, getting Minkah Fitzpatrick back. I get that.
Yeah.
But the fallout was who's going to be the tight end one. That was what everybody wanted to know. Who's going to be a tight end one? You saw on Sleeper, all these dudes picking up backup and third string, fourth string tight ends. And it ended up being Darren Waller getting traded for a late round comp, 6th, 7th round picks, going to the Miami Dolphins from the New York Giants. It feels like this thing, LQ, is all hype. Like Darren Waller ain't who he used to be, unless you're feeling him. I don't know how you feel about Darren Waller, but your boy is not excited by this move at all.
Dog, leave him alone. Like, if you going out there really thinking about, look, I'm about to go, I'm on the clock. I see Darren Waller. What are you thinking? Like, you need to be somewhere in the institute, like a facility somewhere, and checked out, because this dude hasn't had a good season since 2020. He hasn't had a full healthy season since 2020. And let's honestly put in context of when he hit his peak, because Jay, like, listen to me. Like, I understand 2019 and 2020 happened, but who was his target competition? It was Hunter Renfrow, Nelson Aguilar. No, don't worry, I'll help you. It was Brian Edwards and Zay Jones. What are we talking about peak? That boy hit fire. He struck fire when it was on fire, where he was the guy. He's now going to Miami and like, bro, he just said a year ago he lost passion for the sport and he's out. He still had money on the table. This man still had money on the table and left, was like, I'm out. I'm about to be a rapper at 32 years old. I'm about to drop an album.
Oh,
we saw how that went.
On me. They got the whole fucking team on me.
Bro, I will leave if I hear that song outside, bro. I am nowhere near Darren Waller rapping in my ears. My ears will be bleeding, bro. Like, we not on that, bro. So, like, what we really put in context of what he about to get into, he's coming out of retirement. He'll be 33 years old with target competition with Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle. And not to mention, Devon Achane involved in that passing game as well. And we have yet to see this man step up and be that peak where he was in Oakland, when it was still Oakland in 2019 and then in Vegas. Okay, cool. It's COVID season, baby. We have not seen that Darren Waller in a very long time. And folks, if you were thinking about it, don't do it. Don't do it.
It's one of those things where you name value, right? Name value means so much to us in the fantasy community, especially those who like to win championships. You're like, this guy was good before, and like he could be top 3 again, or he could be top 5 again. I just made a video. I haven't posted yet, but I just made a video on like Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown, because I'm a name guy, right? Like, I believe in talent, and I will go get players that I think still have juice. You're talking about a player who quit football, like you just mentioned, and he's going to an offense where he's at best going to be 4th in line for work. So, I think the one thing is that, like, he's getting put up with his like old tight end coach, which is fine. The guy who got him the bag in Oakland, like you said. But I do think there's like this world where he's a top 15 finisher at the position. There's just so much other risk baked in. Like, what's the point of taking Darren Waller in your draft? There's going to be somebody in your league who takes him. And I think with the amount of depth at the tight end position this year, you just don't need to take that risk. But you start getting to like the outside of the top 20, and I'm like, do I want Darren Waller or Mike Gesicki? Do I want Darren Waller or Tyler Conklin? Like, guys that have a kind of a ceiling, I think that's where it gets interesting with Darren Waller. I don't think he's good. I don't think that he has 750-yard potential. I don't think he has 6 to 8 touchdown potential. I don't necessarily think that. But there are times in fantasy football when we're wrong, when we don't evaluate the situation right, and perhaps, just perhaps, maybe Miami sees something that we don't, similar to the reason they traded for Jonnu Smith, similar reason Atlanta traded for Jonnu Smith. It's like maybe sometimes they see something that we don't in the offense. I'm not buying Darren Waller, but I think in your 14, 16-team leagues, if you need a tight end too, and you don't want to take the floor guys, I don't know. You could do a lot worse than Darren Waller.
I got a name that I think will clear all that up. You said outside the top 20, and we got a tight end 29 right now, and I'm looking at Juwan Johnson.
You know what? You ain't. I ain't mad at that.
Look, listen. I got some inside info on Juwan Johnson. All right,
really?
and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna mean it. Like I text Jameis Winston yesterday, right?
Yeah.
My exact words was like, "What makes Juwan Johnson so special about his game?" His exact response was, "Juwan Johnson is such a great route runner and has an excellent catch radius. With his ability to create separation because he was essentially a big wide receiver, it was a mismatch nightmare against my defenders. He is the guy." Ladies and gentlemen, it is Juwan Johnson season. This is from a quarterback who's thrown him the ball, that knows every detail that he puts into his route running, his ability out there. We saw the flashes last year when there was nobody else out there. Go pick yourself up some Juwan Johnson instead of a Darren Waller, man. We can't be this sick. We can't be out here.
I love that. Taysom Hill coming off the injury, right? And so in best ball, see, some of these late round guys, hey, I think we'd be on the same page. At least the late round guys we are.
Hey, dog, I'm scared money don't make money.
A rookie quarterback's best friend. Who is it? Normally the tight end. That's normally where you can see some love. And without Taysom Hill, at least for the start of the season, like Juwan Johnson's a big body guy who was catching touchdowns. He had 7 touchdowns a couple seasons ago. So we know he's going to be using the red zone. We know they don't really have a lot of receiver size wise. You got little guys, you know what I'm saying, there on the outside. Juwan Johnson, bro. Hey, over.
I'm just saying.
Stop playing. What's going to get paid?
We not rocking with Darren Waller. That's the message of today. Like, I'm seeing these tweets. Yeah, Justin, listen, I'm seeing these tweets and I'm like, nah, they just trolling. This gotta be bait talk like this. But no, it's folks out here like, yo, I'm putting all my fab on Darren Waller. What?
Nah, that's rage.
What are we
they rage
doing?
baiting, man. They rage baiting.
Bro, they gotta be, man.
Let me know if y'all in on Darren Waller this year, man. Seems like there's a lot of tight ends everywhere in fantasy too. Like this year, I've been getting Dallas with the last pick and a lot of mocks. That's the thing is tight end is deep. Dallas Goedert is typically like a top 5 to 7 guy, and you can get him outside of the top 14 tight ends. Like there's, you know what? And you talked about other names. Like when you reach deep into the bag down there, it's like we saw Brenton Strange last year. I don't think he's elite, but we saw him with this Jacksonville offense. Evan Ingram's gone. And you got 2 guys on the outside now, Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas, who can stretch defenses out and who can make plays. They got to be honest when it comes to those guys. Over the middle, Brenton Strange is going to be a factor in this offense. I know Liam Cohen doesn't really use the tight end, but we saw Cade Otton become very fantasy-friendly in this offense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense under Liam Cohen. There's an outside chance that Brenton Strange, who played well in that role last year, could be a top 12 to 15 guy at the position.
And look, here's why Brenton Strange is a good gamble, because it's a low risk, high reward. We understand that Travis Hunter is going to be playing both sides of the ball. So therefore, when we saw Cade Otton step up, that's when Mike Evans and Chris Godwin went down. There's opportunity there. So yes, you look at Brenton Strange like he's a nobody. He was the backup to Ingram, but no, there's going to be times where Travis Hunter is going to be gassed because he just played some defense, or he did special teams, or he did this, he did that, whatever the case may be. He may not be the offensive motor, but he's going to be incorporated in the offense as a weapon. But when you look at Brenton Strange, there's really not much secondary competition there when it comes to the targets. I mean, Parker Washington's cool. I liked him last year with the little flashes and opportunity he had, but let's keep it real. Brenton Strange is incorporated as looked at as like, oh, we could let Evan Ingram walk. We cool with, Christian Kirk leaving, like Trevor Lawrence. You have weapons now, and I feel good about Strange. So that's a low risk, high reward here. And do not draft Darren Waller, bro. Like that's the exclamation point here, folks. That's it.
Hey, if Darren Waller hits, though, a lot of people gonna be like, "Hey,
look,
I told
scream
you."
At me, they know where to find me. Man. I ain't losing no damn sleep over no Darren Waller bad tape. You must be out of your mind. Out of your mind.
Out of your mind. Listen, I ain't drafting a whole lot of Darren Waller, but